Good mornings. How are we doing? Yeah, this is a nerdy scientist, aka Kamal Charles, from Pretoria, South Africa, but I'm a Kenyan. Yeah. So today I want us to have a quick look at what drives the market. Whether it's cryptocurrency or forex, something drives the market. Although I'm not a fundamental trader, I'm more technical. I know news drive the market. That's how the market maker do what they want to do. So I'll be discussing that and where you can get that information primarily for forex trading. Hope you'll find this useful. I hope you'll keep learning and I hope you're gonna be profitable. Cheers for now, and let's keep learning. Let's keep making money. Okay. Okay, so I have a small platform whereby I kind of like try to have a group or community of people where we trade together and we learn together. So I just shared this method, this message today in the morning, whereby I said whether you trade in cryptocurrency or forex, you cannot control the outcome. When you put a buy order or you buy or you sell, whether you'll end up with in a loss or a profit, that has nothing to do with you. What you can control is your habits. When do you buy and when do you sell? Which strategy are you using? Are you disciplined enough to stick to the pairs that you trade? Are you disciplined enough to only trade when you see the pattern that you identify? Are you consistent in what you do? If you don't do that, you're not even going to be consistent with your profits. How do I personally prepare? Obviously, over the time I have decided which pairs that I only trade, and which trading sessions do I take my trades. Obviously, I only take my trade during the London session and also the New York session, but my preferred time is the London session. So early in the morning if you're in South Africa. Okay, so how do I decide out of the pairs that I trade? How do I decide which one should I pay priority to? Okay, so that's why I sometimes, although I'm not a fundamental trader, I do pay attention to the news, and I use the myforexbook.com to see what's happening, and I'm going to quickly show you how that works. I have already downloaded the app here, as you can see, but I provided you with the link so that you can go there. As you can see, from this app you able to even just identify the pairs that you trade. Like for me, I have already identified mine. I no longer trade that when I'm trading Audi Chef, and CAD JPI, and then I have added recently USD ZAR. Okay, so you can also define what notification you want to get, then you can just say apply. You see, they'll give you like a summary of what to expect, whether the pair is on an uptrend or a downtrend. That's just like a kind of a signal, but don't worry too much. So what I pay attention to is the calendar. And in the calendar, you can decide what kind of news you want. We have the high impact and we have the low impact. Okay, so if I come here, you can see I have just selected the high impact news. If I select all of them, you'll see I will have more news available to me, but that becomes noisy. As you can see, we have GBP, it's low impact news and all that. But if you choose very few pairs you are trading, you can afford to look at all the news, because news drive them drives the market. So for now, I'll just leave it at high and medium impact. They do also send you notifications. So going back to this message ahead here, so I don't pay so much attention to the Euro news, because the Euro news, it's so big, it doesn't have that direct impact. But once you see what is has news, those are the potential market that will move aggressively. I also did mention that it's important to pay attention to the DXY. For example, if I quickly go to my trading view here, and I set up everything that I do. You can see these are my pairs, and how they are behaving. Okay, it's still not yet time for my trading. Then I go to the indexes. Okay, indices. Okay, So the one that I pay most attention to is the DXY, because I know this, when this is going down, it goes down with the dollar. That means you should be buying the Euro USD and GBP USD. So for me, I always pay attention to, okay, obviously the weekly, you can see it has formed a double bottom. So we're seeing a very strong dollar, and you can see on daily it's on an uptrend, and that's why, because of that's why you have seen in the last few days the Euro USD was on a serious downtrend. Okay, will this downtrend continue? Most likely. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share with you for now. So make sure that you get yourself my Forex book, and then you can follow the news there. Thank you, and let's keep learning. Let's be profitable.